How's it going? It is Mythos, and if you've looked into this before, you would already know it's just a trick because there's been debunking videos on these things on YouTube for years now. But if you haven't seen anything about it and you keep watching people on the paranormal investigations and you think, wow, those torches and that flashlight technique are amazing, let me just show you what's going on here and that this is all a trick. Also, now that we're going to figure out how this works, we could possibly figure out if people are knowingly faking or they're just kind of mistaken when they're using them. So let's check this out. Okay, so there's some videos out there which go into a lot of detail, very technical, and I'm just going to try and simple it down a bit because I don't want it to go on for too long. So basically what is going on is people put the torch onto a very specific point when turning it on. It's right at the spot where a slight tap on the torch can turn it on and off. But this is where the problems start, because you have now made the device you're going to use defective, so straight away you shouldn't trust it. If the torch was fully twisted and then turned on and off, I might be like, whoa, okay. But what is going on inside the torch is there is little metal parts that touch and complete the circuit to turn the light on. When you twist it off, it opens up those little metal parts and turns the torch off. When the torch is on, over time, it's going to get warm, right? Just from being on and being used. So when you've put it right on the edge of being on and off, those two little metal pieces are just slightly touching. Enough where the metal will still warm up from being in contact. When the metal does warm up, it expands and then touches more, turning the torch on. But those two pieces are still not properly touching, so they will cool down. Then when they cool down, the metal shrinks, turning the torch off. Over time, it just repeats that cycle over and over again. I did this for hours the other day. I just left them all day and it just went and went and went on and off and on and off. It gets warm, turns on, cools down, opens up, turns off. Repeat and repeat. The only difference is, say, if you get one straight out of the box or your investigation bag and then do it, the gaps between turning off and on will be long. If you've already warmed up your torch a bit by having it in your pocket or holding it in your hands for a few minutes, you kind of give it a head start, and because it's already warm when you start doing it, the gaps between going on and off will be much quicker. I figured out that that's kind of the general rule, but there were times when it would just go on and off very fast, so it's not a set rule, it can just depend. Okay, so that explanation out of the way, when we see investigators out there using these, we rarely see a sit-down conversation with the flashlights. It's always edited and chopped up, obviously for a better video and just for time. But in those cuts in the video, you can hide a lot. They could ask, "Turn the flashlight on if you're here," over and over until it does, and then clip out the little bit when you ask and then it does turn on. But sometimes we have seen pretty long sit-down conversations, so what happens with those? Well, they might ask a question, "Turn it on if you're a male," and it doesn't turn on. So then they'll ask, "Turn it on if you're a female," and then it'll turn on. All that happened was they asked a certain question at the right time between gaps of it turning on and off. Now I know this, and now you know it. When you watch the videos, pay attention to the gaps in between the light turning on and off. There are a lot of misses where the people will just ignore what's happened because it didn't align with their questions. The torch might have just turned on when no one asked a question. But the hits they get when it seems to align up with what they ask, they absolutely lose their minds.
They're a spirit or an energy.
Ooh.
Okay. Is the spirit of John Smith or Nils von Schultz here with us?
Is the spirit of Marianne here with us? like you should ask if your person,
The person's name.
if Sally's here.
Is there a spirit named Sally?
I can't believe that. I actually can't believe that.
They get so hyped about their hits, they forget about all the misses and can go away from that thinking they've had an intelligent conversation, when in reality it was 15 misses and only 6 hits. So, a lot of people use these, but the main culprits, I think we'd all agree, are Sam and Colby. Now you might think, right, if they are doing this, they are fake. And guys, I have gone through so many videos to find the origin point of this freaking technique, when they weren't using them and when they started using them. And I've found the exact moment where they found out about this technique. It was from this dude here when they were at the Shanley Hotel 2 years ago.
What's up? My name is Scott. I go by Scotty, the New Jersey Medium.
Scotty, the New Jersey Medium, it's all your fault, buddy. You showed these guys what to do. So all I'm saying is, if Sam and Colby haven't looked this up about, debunking this technique, and this guy told them this is what you do to talk to spirits, they're going to just kind of believe this is what you do to talk to spirits. So you can't really blame them and say it's their fault. But I started to re-watch their videos after that point of where they found this out, and I started to pay attention about the times where they're doing the technique. There are some times where Sam has hold of them for quite a while, maybe while he's just getting set up or he's telling someone how they work. And like I said, holding them for that long is going to warm them up in your hands and give you a head start to make the gaps turn on faster than it usually would, which would make for a better video, wouldn't it? So I was thinking, this is looking fishy. And also, there are a lot of times where the start of the method is cut out, so you can't see what's going on. Did they have hold of them, or did they just get them out and place them down? But to be fair enough, you're going to want to cut out boring parts like that just to get on with the video. Are they knowingly faking? I'm not too sure. But now I know how these work, I cannot watch people do it. A great, or should I say a terrible example of this is in Sam and Colby's latest video. They're talking to an apparent spirit of an alcoholic, and they're just getting pissed right there in front of him and asking if he wants to join them. Turn the flashlight on if you want to shot with us and stuff like that. Come on, guys. If that dude was really an alcoholic, I don't really know if that's what you should kind of be acting like on the investigation. Jesus. But guys, I'm going to insert clips from that here. Pay attention to the gaps in between turning off and on. Pay attention to their questions. Pay attention to the misses and hits they get. And also pay attention to the cuts in the video. Not just this clip though, with all of the flashlight techniques on investigations. Pay attention to those things.
This is our first piece of ghost equipment. They're just normal flashlights. You can buy them at Home Depot. And the spirits, they'll be able to tap it, make the kinetic energy to twist it a little bit on, a little bit off.
Okay.
We'll turn it on and off.
That sounds fun.
Secondly, we have a REM pod. It emits a little electromagnetic field, and if something were to go next to it, it will go off.
Also, if that goes off, we've never seen that happen before, so you gotta run.
Yeah.
Wait, no way.
There's the door right there.
Ain't no way.
Yep.
Just
How do we know if it's going off? It'll just.
I'll turn it on.
Charlie and Lou.
Oh! Did you just see that? The flashlight just went on. Hey!
We said their names.
That's sick.
If you want to talk to us tonight, can you turn that flashlight off?
It feels like good energy, doesn't it?
Oh, there we go.
Oh my god.
So this is Charlie?
I don't know.
Charlie, if this is you, can you just confirm by lighting up one of these flashlights, or you can go walk over there?
Give us an obvious sign if this is someone named Charlie.
It has to be Lou. It has to be Lou.
Lou Harwood, can you go up to this little blue flashlight on the table and tap it? All right.
We're in the lobby.
Bill, we were just about to cheers to them.
What if we try that again? Let's just do a little toast. Oh my god! Every time we talk about cheering.
So they asked if it was Charlie, then Lou, and then by the time they'd asked and waited for answers, the light has been just getting ready to turn on anyway. That girl said, we were just about to cheers to them. And then Sam took that as a hit and said, every time we talk about cheering. When I think that was the only time that was said, right?
I don't know what makes me so happy. They like it.
Oh my god! insane.
What's to drink?
Okay.
Okay.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to the spirits. Oh my god, guys.
They're now just talking, and because the flashlight is going off quite quick, they're taking that as it's answering them and actually engaging in their conversation. Like I said, the general rule is there's biggish gaps between, but sometimes it'll go on and off quick like that. I'm not gonna lie though. Oh shit! That made me laugh.
It feels wrong to not take it. Well, I mean, I'll sip.
You guys don't have to do the entire
You guys don't have to do it.
Do you guys hear the REM pod outside?
That's.
Oh shit.
Bro.
Watch this flashlight if you want us to take a shot.
Cheers!
No way.
Why we're doing this?
It's going off and on. That's actually insane.
No way.
What kind of video is this?
I don't know, dude, but to me, it looks like you're trying to smash.
Have you ever seen anything like that?
No, I've never experienced anything like that before. I don't know, it makes me kind of happy. It's like kind of cool. There's like nice spirits. It feels very nice. It has to be like turned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing around it. We were literally standing, what, 10 feet away?
I don't understand.
I don't know if it's Lou or Charlie though.
I truly think it's Lou.
You think it's Lou?
Oh, wait.
I do. It's just.
Wait, what made you think that?
Because he's the alcoholic, and then we were cheersing to him, and it went off like right when
You can relate to this.
Dude,
finish it.
what's crazy? I don't know if you guys got the same impression, but it was only when we kept talking about cheersing and taking a shot when it was on and off.
Maybe he just wants to party.
Are you happy, Lou? Lou, are you happy? Because it feels happy here.
Lou, turn that flashlight on in 3, 2, 1. Lou, turn that flashlight on.
Maybe you're pressuring him too much.
All right, sorry.
Miss, but it's getting about the time for the light to come back on again anyway.
What if he's just not happy?
Maybe are you sad, Lou?
Oh my god.
There we go.
So like
Maybe he was trying to. You know, it's hard to turn it on with my hands.
Lou, what I'm getting is that maybe you're sad, but you're happy that we are all here. If that's true, can you turn off this little flashlight by tapping it?
Oh, flickering. That's crazy.
I am freaking out.
That is crazy.
Wild.
The way it flickers.
I know, and we were like, just tap it, and it was like.
And like, why isn't that one going off at all? It's the same thing. And like, why isn't that one going off at all? It's the same thing.
Well, I did notice that Sam had hold of them. He was mainly holding on to the blue one. The pink one might just be a little bit cooler than the blue one, so that's why the timing will differ. Just like the little ones up in the corner if you've been paying attention to those throughout this whole video. Well guys, I've made playlists on the channel for good and bad devices to use. These are going straight in the bad devices playlist. If you see anyone doing this technique now, just link them this video. Make sure you stick around guys and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.